Failing the bar exams means the end of one's legal career? Wrong. Here is a list of incredibly famous and successful people who had their share of bar exam failures. Lady of the United States, former U.S. Secretary of State, and former U.S. Senator, never passed the D.C. bar exams. Hillary took the D.C. bar exam after graduating from the Yale Law School, and failed. In fact, 2/3 or 551 out of 817 of the candidates passed, and she did not make it. However, that did not stop Hillary from her amazing career path. Hillary eventually passed the Arkansas bar exams, where she went on to have a successful legal career, as the first woman to become a full partner of the Rose law firm. Failing the bar did not also stop her from running for president either. Number 2. Michelle Obama, also a former First Lady of the United States, 1985 Princeton cum laude graduate, 1988 Harvard Law graduate, failed the Illinois bar exams on her first try. However, that did not stop her from landing a prestigious position at the Sydney and Austin law firm, where she had a great legal career. Number 3. Franklin D. Roosevelt, former President of the United States, also failed the bar exam on his first try. However, that did not stop him from becoming one of the greatest presidents of the United States. Roosevelt entered Columbia Law School in 1904, but dropped out in 1907, when he eventually passed the New York bar exam. In 2008, Columbia awarded Roosevelt a posthumous Juris Doctor degree. Number 4. John F. Kennedy Jr., the famous son of President John F. Kennedy, failed the New York bar exam twice, before passing it on the third try. Eventually, he went on to serve as an assistant district attorney in New York City, from 1989 to 1993. Number 5. Kathleen Sullivan, author of a leading text in constitutional law, professor of Harvard Law School, and dean of Stanford Law School, from 1999 to 2004, took the California bar exam in 2005, and failed. Sullivan took it again in 2006, and made it. For Sullivan, such bar exam failure was just a bump in the road to success. She eventually became a named partner of Quinn Emanuel Urquhart & Sullivan. Number 6. Claro Recto. The great Filipino nationalist Claro Recto, considered as the finest mind, and one of the foremost statesmen, of his generation, also failed in the bar on his first take. Recto graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree from Ateneo de Manila, where his grades were all perfect 1.0, except only for one grade of 1.3 in one subject. He was conferred by Ateneo with Maxima Cum Laude honors, the highest honor ever conferred by the school. In 1913, Recto took the bar exams while he was still in his senior year in law school at the University of Santo Tomas, and failed. Humbled, Recto completed his law studies, and graduated as the class valedictorian. He took the bar exams again in 1914, and passed. Eventually, Recto wrote 2 books on civil procedure, which became standard textbooks in law schools during his time. He was elected Philippine Senator in 1931, and appointed Associate Justice of the Philippine Supreme Court in 1935, by U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Number 7. Leni Robredo, Vice President of the Philippines, also failed the bar exam on her first try in 1992. Robredo got her law degree from the University of Nueva Cáceres. She eventually passed the bar exams in 1997. Her advice: don't lose hope. Learn to rise from failures. Indeed, that failure did not stop her from becoming the vice president of her country. Number 8. Francisco Nowell Fernandes. The Deputy Chief of Mission in the Embassy of the Philippines in Canada, holds the singular distinction of topping the 1994 Philippine bar exams, first place, after failing the previous year. His advice: a passing grade is good, but it should not be a final goal. If we are able to do more, we have to always set the bar high, and push ourselves to be better. Number 9. Jerry Brown, former Attorney General and Governor of California, also failed the California bar exam on his first attempt. Brown said he found law school exciting, but found studying for the bar exam as boring, and that he often would fall asleep. Nevertheless, he took the bar exam a second time and passed. Number 10. Benjamin Cardozo. Yes, the legendary U.S. Supreme Court Justice. He is said to have failed the New York bar exam 5 times before passing on his 6th attempt. However, this proves to be more of an urban legend because Justice Cardozo graduated from Columbia College in 1889, and then he continued on at Columbia Law School. When he was in his 2nd year, he dropped out of Columbia, and took the New York bar exam, and passed it in 1991. Hence, it was improbable that he failed it 5 times before passing on his 6th attempt. Nevertheless, whether he failed the bar exam or not makes no difference because he is still one of the greatest jurists and legal philosophers the world has ever known. Thus, when one fails the bar exams, it is neither the end of the world nor the end of one's legal career. Just imagine if these famous people had given up their dream to become lawyers when they failed the bar exam. Just look at what they have eventually become after rising again from their failure. History has demonstrated that the most notable winners usually encountered heartbreaking obstacles before they triumphed. They won because they refused to become discouraged by their defeats. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to click the subscribe button.